Josh, you mentioned the running game, the Philadelphia running game. Boston
Yeah.
Scott, he got more opportunities this week than Miles Sanders. Once again, I know a lot of people are very upset about that. They were expecting Miles Sanders after last week.
I'm lots of people.
Yes, yeah, I know. Boston Scott also, he had a very costly fumble at the end of this game. We'll get to that, but Boston Scott had 15 carries for 64 yards, rushing touchdown, and 2 receptions on 3 targets, 8 yards. Miles Sanders only had 9 carries for 64 yards and 1 reception on 1 target. It seems like they're going to, like, this is the Eagles. This is what the Eagles are going to do from now on. It's going to be a split. They're not going to make one guy the main guy going forward. Do either of you disagree? Is there between Boston Scott, Miles Sanders, Jordan Howard, Kenneth Gainwell? I know, Josh, I know you've been off the Philadelphia Eagles running backs for a while.
I'm angry with them right now because Miles Sanders has been killing it yards per carry wise. He is the best running back for them, and he dealt with a little bit of an ankle injury today. So I think that's part of the reason why Boston Scott actually ended up getting more involved in the offense than Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is the guy for me going forward still.
Jay, how about you?
I am so unbelievably frustrated. It blows my mind. I don't get it. I say it every time we talk about Miles Sanders. He had over 7 yards per carry today. I just don't get it. Yeah, he's still. I'm with you. I think it's going to be frustrating. I think he's a low end RB2 because of the usage, and this was without Jordan Howard. So Jordan Howard's going to be back, plus Boston Scott, plus Gainwell. Miles Sanders is the guy that I want. If I had to choose one to start, but I mean, it's going to be like this where you're going to have days that Boston Scott's higher scoring in fantasy. Jordan Howard's going to be higher scoring in fantasy. You just basically you have to hope that Miles Sanders breaks a long one, which he can. But the way that they're running this backfield, that's just what's going on.
Simon, I know you were the highest on Miles Sanders going into the season. How are you feeling about Miles Sanders' long-term value as of this point?
Yeah, and I'm probably the highest on him still. Like, even with the fewer carries he saw today, he was clearly the best back on the field, like Josh said. And this is an Eagles team that has been winning games. They're not giving up on the season yet. I think Miles Sanders is going to see more usage down the stretch. We'll see these backs kind of take that secondary role. Fingers crossed. That's putting a lot of trust in an Eagles coaching staff that has confused us week in, week out to this point. But man, they're NFL coaches, NFL GMs for a reason. I have to hope that they'll recognize they've got the best chance to win with Miles Sanders getting the workload.